promises of salvation, but something's not right. They move in silence, wearing trust as their disguise. But beneath the silver lining, I see the blackened skies. Fate twists the knife, their truth untold. The hand that lifts you is the one that lets you fall. Oh, the kiss of death, it's waiting on your breath. A whisper in the darkness and it pulls you to the edge. You think you found the answer, but it steals your very soul. The kiss of death, the only thing you'll know.
Bandai Namco had a lot of expectations for Unknown 9, and check it out. You can see right here they were publishing where to find it and when across the map because everybody everywhere wanted to play the oops. I guess not. I mean, if it was an indie game put together in somebody's basement, sure. I mean, this would be fantastic. But as you saw in the opening, even IGN gives it a 5, okay? And that's a lower score than Dustborn, by the way, okay? Just put that into perspective. Here's the other screwy-looey thing about this whole thing. Remember we reported a few days ago that the One Piece and Naruto game got axed? Well, it comes to find out that this is why that happened. So just back at the 18th of September, Jordan Ullman posted this, and he says, Bandai Namco Entertainment Europe has acquired Montreal studio Reflector Entertainment, which recently revealed its game Unknown 9. This is back in 2020, rather. My apologies. Unknown 9 Awakening during Gamescom opening night live 2020. According to a press release, this is part of Bandai Namco's strategy to build Western development capabilities as the publisher plans to develop 50% of its content outside of Japan. That seems to be going off very well so far. Reflector Entertainment was founded in 2016 and employs 120 AAA industry veterans. It seems to have done a lot of help here. The studio's ambition is to build what it calls story worlds, transmedia experiences people can interact with across a variety of media, including video games, novels, podcasts, movies, and more. So there you go. You're going to get an Unknown 9 cinematic universe. I don't think that's going to happen. Call me crazy. But they've done dumber things. Disney's still burning money to beat the band, so, you know. But this is the tragedy of it all, right? And thanks to AI Emerald Apple here, we have a bit of a view into the past. So this is way back in 2020 when they first debuted this stuff. Best announcement at Gamescom. So what got them bought up by Bandai Namco has over 1 million views on it, right? Over 1 million views on this. Now, you would think, you know, being not as big as Bandai Namco, their ability to advertise this and make people aware of it would be, you know, starkly smaller, right? It'd be quite a stark contrast. You'd be, you know, pretty obvious. Oh, wait, no, never mind. There's only 637 views. I mean, even here with 20,000 subscribers, I would consider that to be a failure. And here it is being posted after so many years of Bandai Namco building it up, and not only recently having a full-on press explosion about it, letting everybody know that Unknown 9 is coming and all this other stuff. And there you go. It's not there. People just aren't down for it. And, you know, it's pretty obvious why when you get down into the whole thing. So here it is. Here's Sweet Baby Inc. As you saw in the opening there with the creepy masks, they're back again. Kim Belair and the gang took a baseball bat to Haroona, made her look like a man, as you can see here. Got her nice boy jaw going on. And the other thing is that throughout the whole situation with the game, right? Oh my goodness, look at this. Even the gamer, look at this, 3.5 from the gamer. Oh wow! Like that, these guys were the ones that were rooting for Concord. They're still out there trying to prove that Concord's coming back. Wow, Games Radar gave it a 2.5. Wow, that's awful. Look at this. So the pros are Anya Chalotra. I'm sorry, I'm trying. It's not my, I'm not used to that. But anyway, it's as great as Haroona. Ripping out the souls of enemies is pretty metal. Supernatural powers enable you to cause chaos. Cons: it's got a janky combat system, and it can undermine the playful powers that she has. Proper noun-laden lore can overwhelm. So I'm saying, they say proper noun here, and I have a feeling that may have been a mistype, or perhaps the editor going through and trying to make sure they didn't get harangued in the comments about it. But that looks an awful lot like pronoun-laden lore can overwhelm. Otherwise, proper noun-laden seems kind of strange, right? Doesn't that seem strange? The story can feel choppy. Yeah, well, I wonder why. They brought in a whole multi-million-dollar consultancy group to iron everything out. That's what Sweet Baby Inc. was brought in to do. They were brought in to talk to these people about the race, diversity, sexual representation, racial representation, historical representation, as well as intersectional feminism and all of the trappings of Western political culture, not everyday life, obviously, but political culture. And here again, you've got Metascore here, and they are giving it. Of course, we can't see that because of the way that the image is formatted. You gotta love it. It's the best thing in the world, and it's still hidden. So you go 64 out of 100. So that's like a 6.4 out of 10. And I don't know. That seems kind of low for them, especially considering they were another one that was trying to push the whole Concord's going to happen, guys. Trust us line. So I don't know. But here we are, in any case, with this whole situation. So let's take a look forward into the next chapter of what's going on. That's happening today now, okay? So this situation is unfolding live. My apologies. So here's Vera Dark. She was going out and playing the game live. And so she had a clip of what was going on for the game with her. Now, we're not going to play all of her clips. I just wanted to show you just how strange this is right here. So we're going to mute it because I just want to focus on the visuals here. Again, nothing to do with Vera Dark. Please go out and subscribe to her, follow her. You know where to find her. We'll put a link to her channel in the description, but take a look at this. Everyone's just like, they're not moving. They're like frozen in time until she gets close enough, and then they start doing things. But they're all just, oh, that guy's just floating on the stairs. But see, this is what happened in the game. And so this is what people are talking about when they say the gameplay sort of takes you out of the game itself. Imagine you're walking around a street square and everyone you encounter is frozen in time. And as soon as you walk up to them, that's when they start moving. That's when they start talking, or at least, you know, making the mannerisms that they were making the noise you were hearing. It's very, like, jarring, especially after you've been pulling the souls out of your enemies in the previous scenes. But let's go on. Let's find out more. Sweet Baby Inc., Bandai Namco Unknown 9 has officially been released, and player data is now available. And just out of the gate, this is out of the gate, okay? This isn't current, as we saw the current ones, over 200. But the very first, as you're opening with this, the huge, like, wow, guys, Bandai Namco's, 50% outreach program going so well. No, not so much. Only 3 in-game players. I find it astonishing, personally, that these guys just didn't realize that this had no hope, that they couldn't put together that this wasn't going to fly in anybody's court, okay? We'll go on and we'll see Permaband's got a great meme here after killing Square Enix. Sweet Baby Inc. is on their way to taking out Bandai Namco. And now we have some review information about the game, okay? So this information is coming from, like, the Metacritic and all these other reviews from the game that had, like, either early reviews or have reviewed it since it came out. So here, we'll just take a look at this. So again, IGN calling it mediocre. Travis Northup over there did a big write-up about it. And it says, set in an alternate reality version of the 20th century, you play as Haroona, a distrustful woman who loves spouting trite platitudes. Wow, where have we heard that before with Sweet Baby Inc. involved? But let's go on. Spouting trite platitudes that has been imbued with the power to tap into an unseen dimension called the Fold. Her powers let you do typical magic stuff like go invisible for a brief period of time, force push, and pull baddies around like an off-brand Jedi, and enter a host form so you can walk around and solve the easiest puzzles ever conceived. How does a light switch work? Let's find out. You'll use them to worm your way through a series of small arenas separated by cutscenes nearly clearly pining to be the next HBO adaptation. If you've played The Last of Us or God of War, then you've already get the idea. But instead of finely tuned combat encounters and nail-biting stealth sections, Awakening offers sloppy fisticuffs and bare-bones crouch fests. So there you go. And he goes on to say this. Unfortunately, the Promising Foundation doesn't do the story itself much good, as Haruna's predictable tale is full of cliches, unremarkable characters, eventually getting horribly lost in a sea of magical jargon and convoluted references that completely whiffed. You like it when I say it like that? Whiffed on any attempt to make me care about what was happening. So there you go. Nice big red letters right there. Can't forget what you're gonna say here. And now he kind of encapsulates this, all right? And he says, "It only took 10 minutes of playing Unknown 9 Awakening for me to feel a keen sense of deja vu. Taking out enemies in small areas, watching an enemy's story of personal growth, and squeezing between plenty of tight cracks in walls. It's a formula that feels all too familiar, sticking to the well-established traditions of the crevice crawler genre. It does try one or two unique ideas to set itself apart, mind control powers that let you play puppet master with your enemies, but the problem is that it executes on the fundamentals significantly worse than its contemporaries. There are certainly glimmers of hope within that new stuff, but any novelty quickly wears off, resulting in a generic, underwhelming slog full of performance issues and other jankiness to boot." Now that comes from IGN. That's IGN that posted that, okay? You really have to wake up on the wrong side of the bed to get IGN to say that about your new game when you're like a AAA mainstream game that doesn't have like an outward right of center opinion, okay? That's something, okay? I didn't expect him to go that hard on it, but there you have it. That's IGN hard, by the way. That's not everybody else hard. That's IGN hard. But that's a lot. And they were going to make more video games out of this. They make cinematic universe out of this. They had novels, manga, music, all this stuff was coming out of it. And nope, that's not going to happen. And as I said earlier, we've got the comparison here. Like, take a look. IGN again with their meme ratings. Here is number 7 for Dustborn. This is the one they had that weird guitar music one you saw that Savvy was playing over there. Madam Savvy was playing from Geeks and Gamers, and it nearly broke her brain. And then here we are. It gets a 5. So this game is worse, according to IGN, than Dustborn. A game that, while it was on display at the Tokyo Game Show, nobody but the guy that was at the host of the booth was playing it. He was alone, by himself, the whole time. I don't even think anybody stopped and asked him where the bathroom was. It's amazing. It's an amazing time to live. But here we go. Here's some reviews from what went on over on the Steam page. So let's see what they have to say. That's really too small to see, so we'll zoom in over here. Okay, let's check it out. And they have to say this. This is Johnel here from the Steam reviews, and he says, "I got this game for free. Not sure how Anya Chalotra agreed to do this character model. Combat, the clunkiest I've seen. There's a cutscene that you want to play in the background while you read something on another monitor. Well, you can't. The game will pause when you Alt-Tab. Why would you do that? So apparently, if you're not down for the cutscene, you can't progress the game until you sit through it. That sounds great. That sounds very user-friendly. So much for ADHD players, right, guys? Like, screw us. You can't keep your attention drilled into something you don't care about for very long? Oh, well, you got to in order to keep playing the game." Amazing. "Camera movement is so annoying, especially when you're going through cracks in the terrain, which seems like the only way they could come up with to move between areas. So, enemy AI feels like a joke. You can kiss them on the forehead. And apparently, that's another strange thing that's happening." And then this person here says, "This is a mess of combat. This is a mess. Combat is dead. Animations are strange in spots. As usual, they hired an attractive model for the face, then butchered her because being pretty is wrong now. The eyes were dead like a shark. Oh, geez, wow. They didn't even look in the right direction during the scenes. Well, that's helpful. You remember with Ubisoft, a completely different company, having the faces just vanish in the middle of that Assassin's Creed Unity, was that the one? I think it was Unity. You have to let me know down in the comments. And then I could write a long review explaining everything, but I won't waste my time. It's already failing out there. But if you need one main cause, I will say this: Sweet Baby Inc. was involved. What a surprise. What a surprise. I got this game for free because I got a new CPU and I gave it a try before. And before AMD sent me an email about this being included in what I got for free alongside Space Marine 2. I didn't even know this game was a thing, and honestly, it should have stayed that way. The faces are clunky, the enemies just stiff up and fall like figurines when defeated. Ran okay, but during transitions, the game almost blew itself up. Honestly, the game feels and looks like it's mid-development with no polish, and should have cooked it for at least another year. Wow. Save your money. This sucks. So there you go. That's what's happening out there for people who got the game for free. They got it for free. Think about that for a minute. That's what they have to say about this. And it just showed up for this guy. He didn't even know it existed, and now he regrets knowing it existed. So I don't know, guys. You'll have to let me know down in the comments below what you think about this whole mess. But once again, Sweet Baby Inc. strikes, and perhaps a game that could have used the Deadman dynamics from DC Comics. You remember Deadman? Perhaps a game like that could have survived without Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement. Doesn't seem like they added a whole lot here, but oh well. As always, guys, good luck out there.